Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Nightmare Chess. It is a busy Friday, and I figured what better way to spend a busy Friday than to ignore all my responsibilities and play a little chess. In our last video, we went up against Mateo, who absolutely demolished us. There it is. We won the rook. What's going on here? How did I throw this game? All right, he didn't demolish us, but we did pretty bad. I blundered a couple of crucial moves, and today we get our get back against Mateo from Argentina. Today we are Spain, okay? We're going to blow him out of the water, and I apologize, I'm getting a little bit of hiccups here. Today's we have our rematch as white. So I want to thank you guys for watching, all two of you. I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and start the game. E4. All right, Mateo really loves the French. On our last game, we lost to him while playing the French opening as well. And we had a good position. I just somehow let it go. So I'm hoping today I'm a little bit more sharp. Even though, honestly, I was up, just got up not too long ago. And as you can see, it's daytime out. Yes, very observant of you. Usually we're playing at night. So today we got better lighting in here. Let's see. Let's take over the center with d4. And the key ID for the French is the reverse Caro-Kann. Instead of this, you've got this reverse play here. And in this opening here, we bring out our knight to c3. Bishop. Yes. Bishop comes out. Pin the knight. In this position, I'm going to move the e-pawn to e5. Okay. Queen comes down one square to d7. Now let's go ahead and I could right away attack the bishop. I think that's what I'll do. Take back. And in this position, I think I can bring the queen out here, attempting some kind of attack on the g7 pawn. All right, and Mateo has a clever tactic of defending the g7 pawn. So it is defended by the queen, so if I would have just rushed up to take it, I would have lost the queen. Now the question is, do I take here? See, we have a pretty good defense here. We took over the center early. So because of that, I think we want to keep that center. I'm thinking of some tactic here. I'm trying to see if I see a tactic with the bishop. If I bring him out to d3 and then maybe give a check. But I haven't looked at it, so pawn comes down, takes, and in that position, if the pawn were to try to take back, then I would win the rook. It's worth a try. See what happens here. Sorry guys, the sipping is probably annoying, but I mean, there's two of you watching anyway. Let's see. Now here I can take this pawn. I did lose my central pawn. I don't want to lose that key position, so maybe I'll just take back with the pawn. And now I have the tactic of taking the g6 pawn. And if the pawn takes back, then I would win the rook. There it is. Question is, can we finish the game from here? I think I will defend the pawn with... Actually, before we defend the pawn, I think that's why sometimes these bots make these moves. They want to call your attention to this area here where the queen was moved. And of course, You want to pay attention there, but you also always want to look for tactics and better moves. So my first thought was moving to d2. I think the better move might be giving a check to the king. The king has to move, and then we will win the knight. So let's try that. Check. And now we win the knight. Let me just make sure I'm safe if this happens. Takes. Well, there's a check here, so he's got to move the king first, so I think we're good. Let's see. And then, of course, we can give the check here or here. What's the better move? If either way, he'd have to come back here, I believe. This pawn is taking up space. Or actually, no, he can run to the c6 square. In which case, I can bring the queen over and kind of cover some running squares. If he moves over to b6, then the bishop comes out with a check. Pawn comes, check. Let's cover these running squares, I think. Let me just make sure there's nothing better. I can't take that pawn, defended by the bishop. But if I cover here, I cover some of the squares. Not only that, the queen's undefended. So if he moves over, that's a free queen. Oh, but he does have this move right here, using the bishop to block the attack. So I do need to think about that. Here, here. Not too much going on there just yet. Now the question is, will he play it? So what should I go for it? Maybe I should. But it's risky. But we like risk. All right. Now I need to be careful of this knight trying to move with the rook attack. Although the knight is currently stuck. So let's see here. We can take this free pawn here. Oh, and that defends this pawn perfectly, which was one of my concerns. All right, let's see. Now we are up material. I can start thinking about trading pieces if I have to. I think what I want to do now is castle my king, even though it's late in the game. It's never too late. Give this check, maybe. Let's castle. Bring our king to safety. Okay, I do see the threat. Let's go ahead. Okay, so this pawn is well, it's defended by the knight, but I'd have to defend the knight here. And is there anything over here on this side of the board? Not that I can see just yet. Should I start going for trades? I think we can. I think we're safe if we start going for trades. Oh, my alarm's going off. Let's go for the trade. Why not? Now, in our last game, well, actually, in our last game, we didn't lose because of trades. We lost because I blundered a few important moves. But the reason was because I wasn't trading early enough, I think. I had a winning position, but the more I kept pieces on the board, I think it got complicated, and I started to lose crucial. I missed crucial moves. So I think it's important to just simplify if I'm up. You know? Right. All right. Here and here. Let me just make sure I'm okay there. I think so. If bishop comes to attack the rook, I just take. now I can strike here. If he threatens this, I just move the rook over. Question is where? Maybe to this d2 square to continue to defend this c2 pawn. Or actually, perhaps over to f2 to maybe march these pawns up. All right, well, this pawn is still defended by the rook. Let's push some pawns. Let's continue to push. What did I just... Oh, okay. That was an important pawn there that I just let slip. And now he's got two defenders of the f7 square here. Let's come back to defend this pawn. Actually, this pawn's not being threatened as of right now. I do want to attack this knight here. And he'll move here possibly. All right, so we are up. In our last game, we were up, and I gave away the position. So let's not do that again in this game. Let's be smart here. Let's see. Well, let's see. I'm still up in the position. So maybe I just keep pushing and... Oh, actually here, I was going to say, if the rook takes, we go for the trade. But if the knight takes, then I can't go for the trade. I think I'll just, for now, I can also come to e3 and then come this way instead of just right in front of my rook. I might like that better. I can slide the rook over to b2. Let's see. Maybe just f3 here. Man. Losing all sorts of pieces here. I think I'm going to bring the rook over to h3. Offer the trade. And maybe the rook will take. And if he does, then I'll take back. Let's go for it. If the knight moves out, then I'll try to attack the rook. There it is. Check. Now this is these are some of the crucial moves here. I can easily blunder and give the game away here. Knight has this. If I'm thinking of if I move here to f2, and there's no other check once I move to f2 from the knight. And let's push our pawn. Oh man. Gave the pawn away with a fork, but not really. Oh, now I did. Well, he could have taken the bishop there. So my endgame is not on point right now. Let's slide the rook over, and I might lose that pawn, but we'll be up in material. All right. Now I know I've definitely had some bad moves in this game, obviously, or the game would have ended a lot sooner. Let's go for an attack on these pawns. aiming for this pawn. And now we can take the c5 pawn. And now we've forked the king and bishop. And that should be game. Let me come over to watch the rook. And that's it. Now, definitely some moments there that I could have paid more attention and won a lot sooner. But these are my first few video guys. There's still a little bit of camera nerve. And for some reason, when I'm off camera, I play a lot better. I think there's like less worry about, I guess, commentating and having the best moves. So, whatever. We do a ladder mate. All right, we did it. We were Spain today, guys. We got our get back versus Mateo. We shouldn't have struggled that hard in the first place, but we won our game as white. And so that's going to be it for today. And for our next video, we're going to come back as black. I do want to play our bots as each color. I do want to play our bots as white and black, just so in case you guys are watching these videos to see how to beat them, you at least have them from both sides, from as white and black. So today we beat Mateo as white. We're going to come back next week and we're going to play him as black, and we're going to take that W as well. And then once we've beaten Mateo as black, we finally have gotten through the intermediate bots, and we're going to go into the advanced. And I'm sure those games are going to be a lot more embarrassing and brutal to go through. But we're going to do it nonetheless. And I have had some good games against the advanced bots, but I haven't beaten all the advanced bots. Where I start struggling and losing my games is somewhere between 17 to 1800. So our next match after Mateo is going to be Wendy from Canada. She's rated 1500. So that's going to be after we beat Mateo, and we'll go into the more advanced level bots. Wendy is the first of the advanced bots. So let's see how that goes. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll be back with another video soon. Have a good one.